You opened it 3 minutes ago. You told yourself just one video. Now it's been 40 minutes and you don't remember what you watched. You don't remember deciding to keep scrolling, but your thumb kept moving. Down, down, down. Welcome to the most addictive product ever engineered for the human brain. This is the dark side of TikTok. TikTok isn't social media, not in the way you think Facebook required you to build a friend network. Instagram demanded followers. YouTube needed subscribers. TikTok removed all of that friction. You download the app. And within seconds, an endless stream of content floods your screen. Personalized, hypnotic, scientifically optimized to keep you watching. But here's what makes TikTok different. The speed. The average TikTok video is 15 to 60 seconds long. Your brain doesn't have time to get bored before you can decide whether you like what you're watching. The next video has already started. This isn't accidental. It's by design. Neuroscientists call this variable reward scheduling, the same mechanism that makes slot machines so addictive. You never know what's coming next. Maybe something funny, maybe something shocking, maybe something that speaks directly to your soul. That uncertainty floods your brain with dopamine. But here's the catch. Dopamine isn't released when you get the reward. It's released in anticipation of the reward. Every swipe is a gamble, and your brain becomes hardwired to keep pulling the lever. Studies show that TikTok triggers dopamine spikes every 10 seconds. Compare that to Instagram. Every 60 seconds, that's 6 times the neurological reward. In the same amount of time, it's not just addictive, it's hyper-addictive. And the consequences. They're starting to show. Mental health professionals report skyrocketing rates of anxiety, depression, and attention disorders among heavy TikTok users. A 2023 study found that teens who spend more than 3 hours per day on TikTok are twice as likely to experience symptoms of depression. Another study linked excessive use to a measurable decrease in attention span. The app knows this. ByteDance knows this, and they've designed every pixel, every transition, every algorithmic nudge to exploit it. Let's talk about the For You page. It's the most sophisticated recommendation engine ever created, and it knows you better than your closest friends, better than your family, maybe even better than you know yourself. From the moment you open TikTok, the algorithm is watching. Not just what you watch, but how you watch it. How long do you linger on a video? Do you watch it once or loop it 3 times? Do you like it, share it, comment? Do you scroll past immediately, or do you hesitate for half a second before moving on? That hesitation, the algorithm sees it, it logs it, it learns from it. TikTok tracks hundreds of data points per user, the videos you interact with, the hashtags you follow, the sounds you prefer, the creators you engage with. But it goes deeper. Your device type, your location, your time zone, your language settings, what time of day you're most active, whether you're more engaged in the morning or late at night. It even analyzes the metadata embedded in the videos themselves, the objects, faces, colors, and the emotional tone of the content. But here's where it gets disturbing. TikTok doesn't just recommend content you like, it recommends content that will keep you watching. Sometimes that means showing you things that make you uncomfortable, angry, or anxious. Because those emotions drive engagement just as powerfully as joy or humor. Former ByteDance engineers have described the algorithm as frighteningly accurate. One engineer told the Wall Street Journal that the For You page could predict user behavior with such precision that it felt like reading someone's mind. Another said the goal wasn't to show people what they wanted, but to show them what they didn't know they wanted, to create desires that didn't exist before. This is where TikTok crosses a line. It's not reflecting your interests, it's shaping them. It's nudging you towards certain types of content, certain communities, certain ideologies. And because the algorithm operates in a black box, completely opaque, With no transparency, users have no idea how or why they're being influenced. There's a term for this: algorithmic radicalization. It happens when a recommendation system gradually pushes users toward more extreme content to keep them engaged. YouTube faced criticism for this with conspiracy theories and extremist videos. But TikTok's algorithm is faster, more aggressive, and more personalized. Researchers have found that TikTok can push vulnerable users, especially teenagers, down dangerous rabbit holes. Within hours, pro-anorexia content, self-harm tutorials, extremist political ideologies. The algorithm doesn't care. It only cares about one thing: keeping you on the app. Now let's talk about what TikTok does with all that data. Because this isn't just about addiction, it's about surveillance, it's about national security, and it's about a Chinese company with legal obligations to the Chinese government, having unrestricted access to the digital lives of millions of Americans and hundreds of millions more around the world. TikTok is owned by ByteDance, a Beijing-based tech giant valued at over $200 billion. ByteDance insists that TikTok operates independently, that user data is stored on servers in the United States and Singapore, and that the Chinese government has no access to it, but experts aren't buying it. Here's why: under Chinese law, specifically the National Intelligence Law of 2017, all Chinese companies are required to cooperate with state intelligence services when requested. There are no exceptions. No appeals. If the Chinese government demands data from ByteDance, ByteDance must comply, and they're legally prohibited from disclosing that they've done so. This isn't theoretical. In 2022, ByteDance admitted that employees in China accessed the data of US TikTok users, including journalists, in an attempt to identify the sources of leaked information. The company claimed this was an isolated incident and that those employees were fired, but the breach confirmed what critics had been warning about for years: the firewall between TikTok and China is porous at best, non-existent at worst. What kind of data are we talking about? Everything: your location history, your contacts, your browsing habits, your biometric face data, from videos you upload, your voice patterns, your private messages. TikTok's privacy policy gives the company permission to collect keystroke patterns and rhythms, which means they can potentially track everything you type. Even if you don't send it, cybersecurity researchers have found that TikTok's app contains code, allowing it to access far more data than it needs for functionality. One analysis revealed that TikTok can read your clipboard, the temporary storage, where you copy and paste information, potentially capturing passwords, credit card numbers, or sensitive messages. The FBI, the CIA, and the Department of Homeland Security have all warned TikTok poses a national security threat. In 2023, the US government banned TikTok from all federal devices. Countries including India, Afghanistan, and Pakistan have banned TikTok entirely. The European Union has launched investigations. Australia is considering restrictions. But here's the terrifying part. Even if TikTok never hands over a single file to Beijing, the algorithm itself is a weapon. Imagine a foreign adversary with the ability to influence what millions of people see, think, and believe, to amplify certain narratives and suppress others, to stoke division, spread misinformation, or manipulate public opinion. During an election, you don't need to hack the system, you just need to control the algorithm, and TikTok does. So, where does this end? What happens to a generation raised by an algorithm designed not to inform, not to connect, but to extract attention? At any cost, we're already seeing the early warning signs. Attention spans are collapsing. A recent Microsoft study found that the average human attention span has dropped from 12 seconds in 2000 to 8 seconds today, shorter than a goldfish. TikTok isn't solely responsible, but it's accelerating the decline. Critical thinking is eroding. When you're fed a constant stream of bite-sized content tailored precisely to your preferences, you stop seeking out, challenging ideas. You stop questioning what you see. You stop thinking. You just consume. And identity itself is being shaped by the machine. Teenagers today are forming their sense of self based on what the TikTok algorithm tells them is popular, acceptable, or desirable. They're not discovering who they are. They're becoming who the algorithm wants them to be. Think about what that means. An entire generation growing up without the ability to focus on anything longer than 60 seconds, without the skills to evaluate information critically, without an authentic sense of identity that isn't mediated by a foreign-controlled algorithm. This is the future we're building, a world where billions of people have outsourced their attention, their curiosity, their very sense of reality to a black box algorithm controlled by a company with allegiances to a foreign government. A world where the line between influence and manipulation has been erased. A world where we've willingly handed over the most powerful tool for shaping human behavior ever created. And we did it for free, in exchange for 60 seconds of entertainment. TikTok isn't just an app, it's a Trojan horse, and we invited it in. We opened the gates. We welcomed it into our homes, our schools, our bedrooms. We gave it our children. We gave it our data. We gave it our minds. And now, as we begin to understand what we've done, we face a question that should terrify us. Is it already too late? Can we reclaim our attention, our agency, our humanity, or have we already surrendered too much? The algorithm is watching, it's learning, it's adapting, and it's getting stronger. Every single day, every scroll, every swipe, every second you spend staring at that screen, you're training it, you're feeding it, you're making it smarter. The question isn't whether TikTok is dangerous. The evidence is overwhelming. The question is, what are we going to do about it? Because right now, there's a child somewhere opening TikTok for the first time. Their brain is being rewired. In real time, their identity is being shaped by code written in Beijing. Their future is being decided by an algorithm that sees them not as a human being, but as a data point, a user, a product. And unless something changes, that child will grow up in a world where autonomy is a memory, where attention is a commodity, where reality itself is filtered through the lens of an algorithm designed to extract maximum value from human consciousness. TikTok didn't just change social media, it changed us, and we let it happen. The real question is, what comes next?